Hi, I'm Angie with Crawdaddy Magazine, and I'm here with Matt and Brandon from Delta Spirit. So we're sitting outside of the vault right now. We just did a great session with these guys. I just kind of actually want to start at the beginning. When you guys first met and formed a band, there's like a story there behind you busking. Is that correct?
Yeah, I was in I moved from Texas as a kid, and we had a 2-bedroom apartment in a really rich neighborhood, and 5 people in a 2-bedroom is pretty cramped, and so like growing up busking and doing that kind of thing, and just kept on through high school doing it. And then when I got a driver's license, started driving up to like Hollywood and down to San Diego. And the first time I drove down to San Diego, I was down in the gas lamp district, and Brandon's friend just happened, it was his last night in town, Brandon's friend, and walked by.
Yeah, I just saw him, singing. He got an insane voice. I didn't even think I threw $1 in there.
And it was like middle of the night, right?
Yeah, it was like really late, and I was just getting, a pack of smokes, and I ended up liking this guy a lot, and we exchanged numbers and kept in touch, and I don't know, like 4 years later or so, we ended up just kind of jamming together, and then this is Delta Spirit. It's kind of weird.
That's it's a good story.
Yeah.
When you first started making music together, did you find that there was like, initial common grounds with bands and influences? Like, everyone brought that in their own.
Yeah, I'd say there's, our backgrounds are kind of different in as far as how we grew up with our parents and all that stuff, but as far as music goes, we all kind of had, collectively kind of the same niche as far as music went. But as far as like genre-wise, as far as what we wanted to do, we had no clue, and we still don't. It's just kind of like whatever happens and whatever feels good. Mm-hmm. So.
Do you ever describe your music in a certain way? I mean, because it's been described as a number of things.
Yeah. A lot of people throw the Americana thing on there, or like northern hybrid of rock, soul, and those are obvious influences. Like the Beatles are that.
Yeah, I mean, it's I think we're gonna have different genres for each record we do. Mm-hmm. I think that people can't really pigeonhole us, which is kind of a nice thing.
Right.
So.
Totally.
Yeah.
You just put out an EP this past November, Waits Room.
Mm-hmm.
Was that like spillover from your full length that came out this summer?
Total accident, actually. Oh. We ended up going to Cotati again and up at Prairie Sun, where we recorded History from Below, and we were doing some filming up there just for some archival stuff. And you get us in the studio, it's like we're gonna press record and we're gonna record no matter what. Mm-hmm. And so we ended up just. We kind of did a reverse kind of effect. Like Bushwick Blues, especially, like that was actually the original version that you hear on the Waits Room EP, because that's how kind of we've written some way or another. Because he'll bring kind of like a folk song or something like that, and we'll just kind of tear it apart. So we thought it was kind of a cool thing to put out. Mm-hmm. So it ended up being a 2-hour recording or something like that, and all live, and just ended up putting it on vinyl, selling it at our shows. So
no headphones. Bo Coster from My Morning Jacket joined in. And he helped with our record, and so we wanted to have him up.
History from Below?
History from Below, yeah. And then, so he came up and jammed on his Whirly that he had just bought. And it's like he had this new toy, and we had no headphones in there in this 10x10 room. It's really fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
A lot of fun, and we just ended up like putting it out just randomly, so it wasn't like a plan.
Your first EP, 2006's, I think I found it.
Mm-hmm.
That was sort of put you guys on the map. How do you feel that your material, your content has evolved since then? Are you kind of exploring the same themes? Do you feel like...
No, I think we're always kind of moving on and just trying to find another, you can't just go with the same formula all the time, and always growing as songwriting and arranging and music, and just trying to figure out how to,
Yeah, those were just demos.
Make it feel new.
Yeah, those were just demos. We weren't even going to put out, but we ended up having some really nice friends that are in bigger bands that wanted to take us out. We needed something to sell, so we just got it mastered, got some artwork done real quick, and put it out ourselves, and somehow ended up working out. So,
what other things do you feel inform your lyrics?
There's kind of no rules with that either. It's a song is a song, and it tells a story about this or that. You could be about spirituality, it could be about politics, it could be about relationships, it can be about anything. That's what's great about music. It's the idea of just kind of getting out what you're thinking, and trying to relate to people.
Do you guys generally put the music down first and then build the lyrics over top of them?
Yeah, usually there's like a groove that we kind of find, or like a chord structure that we just fall in love with, and then the lyrics kind of they find their way through.
Mm-hmm. If there was like a band, any band right now in the world that you could tour with or work with, could you name a couple, maybe one or two?
I want to tour with Pearl Jam.
Yeah, me too.
I can see that being advantageous.
Yeah, their career has just been it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And they've written some great music, and they're awesome band.
And Eddie Vedder's still doing like such interesting.
Yeah, he's still a badass.
stuff.
He's still sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Eddie.
Yeah.
So you guys are finishing up your tour at the end of this month.
Uh-huh.
What do you guys have in the pipeline for 2011?
There's possibility of another tour that's not totally settled yet, possibly in March. And then other than that, our biggest concern is just going back and getting back in the studio and writing and demoing for our new record. So we're already going to start doing that. So Matt and all of us kind of have some songs that we've fallen in love with that we've kind of written the last couple months, and hopefully they turn out good.
Yeah, January and February we'll be working on that, and then we're going out for all the festivals this year, and that'll be
Nice.
fun. And like kind of in between that, we'll be finishing up this third record.
Yeah.
You did one of your albums in the mountains, in a cabin in the mountains.
Mhm.
Do you think you'll be recording there again?
Not in that cabin.
No.
I think that's gone. It almost burned down.
Yeah, that was a funny situation. That was my buddy Derek that I went to high school with. He ended up becoming a writer, and he was kind of at a wall with this book he was writing. I think it was like a weird scientific, like weird alien book or something like that he was writing up there. And he just said, hey, well, I need some company. If you guys want to record the record up here, it's totally fine. So we went up there and did that. And I don't know. Maybe we'll do it again. We're not really sure. We don't even know where we're going to record this next one. It's always kind of last minute.
We like getting out of town.
It's gotta be
Yeah.
nice to be isolated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With your material.
Last record was Kotati. The one before that,
Yeah,
in a cabin.
Northern California is beautiful. Yeah, we don't know. We have
Greece.
no clue.
Yeah.
Could be Greece. Who knows?
Piety Street, New Orleans. That'd be
Nice.
fun.
Yeah.
Well, looking forward to seeing you guys
Yeah.
throughout next year, all the festivals and everything.
Great.
Thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you
Yeah.
so
Taking the
much.
time.
Cool.
Thanks, Crawdaddy.
Thanks.